What's up to all of my Taurians out there? Welcome to Pulse of the Cosmos. I am your astrologer, Emily, and today we're going to be talking about this week's astrology for the week of Monday, August 17th through Sunday, August 23rd of 2020. So let's get into it. We have so much going on this week. Of course, we have the big new moon happening in Leo over there with Mercury and trine to Mars over there in Aries. But before we get too deep into that, I wanted to reflect back on Uranus with you guys because he's over there in Taurus, your sign, your first house, and he officially went retrograde last week. And Uranus transiting through this space is about a 7-year time frame where you're completely redefining the ways in which you connect with the outside world because you're stepping into almost an entire new identity. You're stepping into an identity that's more aligned with your higher self, that's more aligned with your transcendental soul. And as a byproduct of this, you have a lot of old belief systems that are kind of falling to the wayside or that you've really had to reevaluate. And these could be belief systems about yourself, belief systems about the world around you, belief systems about relationships, belief systems about however this is manifesting in your life. But these kind of things are undergoing a lot of changes within you right now. And as Mars comes into his exact square with Saturn over there in Capricorn, your 9th house of your belief systems, of kind of your view in the world, it's this 9th house of expansion. And Mars is going to be holding these square angles for a minute because we have him going retrograde come September. And so this is going to be about a month and a half of you really encountering some challenges with your belief systems and some challenges maybe with authority surrounding that area of your life as you're stepping into this new identity, and shifts and changes might be occurring there because, again, the way people experience you is going to change as you shift and change, and it's going to shift and change the ways in which you experience the world around you. And we could look to Venus, where our relationship aspect is for you guys right now in Cancer, and she's over there in your 3rd house, and she's really looking for what's stimulating, looking for the relationships and the projects and the partnerships in your life that feel stimulating, that feel connected, that make sense. So these might be some of the shifts and the changes that we're encountering through this space while we're expanding our life into these new areas. And this new moon is going to be happening in your 4th house of Leo, and this will be like a resuscitation of a sense in this area. For a lot of you Taurians, as you've been kind of stepping into these new identities, you've been completely reworking your emotional foundations and completely reworking your emotional security and reworking your home life and your personal life in a sense. And this new moon is going to be like a renewal in that area where we're really going to see the manifestation of the intent that you've been putting in there to curate a space of more security so you can build and manifest this abundant life that you've been craving and that you've been working so hard for. So there's a lot to be said for that this week, my Taurians. A lot of opportunity for you guys and a lot of expansion for you guys. And how amazing is it that we're evolving into these incredible new, more connected identities to our transcendental soul. So let's tap into the cards and see what's going on for you guys there. And I want to remind you guys, this is the last bit of like real fire energy before we come into Virgo season this week, and Mercury moves into Virgo this week as well. But this is going to be and especially as we're coming into these squares with Capricorn, times are getting intense. And in Virgo season, we're going to be taking a much more practical look at our reality and what needs to change. Leo season has been a lot about the fun and the creativity and the love. But Virgo season, we're going to take a practical look at what needs to be cleaned up in our life and how can we structure it in such a way that flows towards the vision that we want for our future. But in any case, let's blow into these cards. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, so the first couple cards we pulled were the Sun reversed crossed by Strength. So interesting. So yeah, some of you guys might be feeling a little bit disconnected, and you might be feeling like you're not in the sun, like you're a little bit in darkness, like you're a little bit isolated. And that can come as a result of kind of stepping into some of these new identities, because it's really unfamiliar. And like I said, we're kind of getting our sea legs in this space. And the challenge this week is in the strength, coming into this inner strength and this inner authority, and really owning this new person that we have become, and really owning these new identities that we're stepping into, and not fighting the transformational process so much, and allowing the universe to work with us in these ways. And we got the Five of Wands coming up as our finality. So yeah, this is Five of Wands is conflict, but it's kind of playful conflict in a sense. This is like a sporty conflict. So this could be some conflicts coming into your life this week that I feel like it could be not even necessarily like blatant conflicts, but constructive conversations or constructive debates, or things going on in your life that are really impelling you to grow. It's through that kind of conflict and through that kind of tension that we rise above and that we grow from it. So a lot going on for you guys this week, my Taurians. I love you guys so much. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will be back next week.